So I will start with the very basic things that we should come across. What is this Angular? What is the version's meaning to us, and how to start that? How it's work? Okay. So basically, I will start with the different versions that is going in the market of the Angular. Okay. The Angular start from Angular 1. Let me make a big font. Okay. It started with Angular 1 almost like 7 years back. Okay. Then it come to the picture of Angular 2 that is almost I said 2 to 3 years old job. Not 3 years even, in fact a 2 year. Okay. Then it come the Angular 4 which is the last year May. Okay. And the 5th November this year only, like a previous year only, the Angular 5 was introduced. So Angular 2 to Angular 5 is not a very old, it is almost like a 2 years thing. Okay, but Angular 1 was quite old things. Basically, when it comes from Angular 1 to Angular 2, no, everything is changed already. Okay, everything is changed. So basically, Angular 1 was written in JavaScript and Angular 2 moved to TypeScript. Okay, then after that, so basically what is this TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript, guys. Okay, whatever we do in the JavaScript that can be done in the uh, TypeScript also, but now it's more about the class based structures. Okay, it's not like a simple functional based language that okay, we don't have any class keyword, we don't do import exports and all. Now we do everything that a Java do. We do import, we do export, we do implement, we do I say interface, means everything that a .NET or Java things do. Now we are doing in this because it's actually based over the V8 engine or a Java 8. Okay, so that's why it's almost similar to the things that we write the code in the way we write the code in a Java. Okay, but there is no relation between the Java or Angular. Okay, so even though I'm not a Java developer, I don't know anything about the Java. Okay, still it will work for you. It will not give any kind of problem. Okay, somebody have joined. Just a second. Setu,
Yeah, hi.
hi. What's your name? Can you pronounce it once?
Sedu, SCTHU.
Setu. Okay,
Yeah,
hi Setu.
hi.
So I've just started with the class, so no problem. So can you just give me a professional background?
Yeah, I worked in offshore with Cognizant for 5 years, and right now I'm in US and taking a break. Going to join back the career again.
So do you have any experience in Angular?
No, I don't have any experience with that.
Okay, I'm just explaining what is this version. So cool. If any doubt, just unmute yourself. You can keep on a mute.
Sure. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah. So that is what I'm explaining. That when it moved from Angular 1 to Angular 2 to 4 to 5, okay, everything is I say same. Okay, I think like I should give a access to record to you guys. Okay, after a break, no, I will start this session again by logging into it, and we'll give access to record the class as well. Okay, so before that, let's go like this. So basically, from Angular 1 to Angular 2 to 4, everything is changed. All the coding also changed because it is now almost like a functional based. Okay, not like a I say a class based structure. Okay, now both are SPA, means either you work in 1, 2, 4, 5. All are SPA, means a single page application. Whereas Angular 1 was defined in the directive based structure, but Angular 2.4.5 was defined in the component based structures. Component based structures. Okay. Now, what is this SPA? What is this component based structure? I will explain you. Okay. Now, SPA stand for single page application, and second thing is component. So component is the one that is making the edge in the Angular 2 to 4 to 5. Basically, they have not changed the way of writing a code in 2, 4, 5, because anyways, if they are so much frequently keep changing the way of writing the code in the other versions, what gonna happen? Nobody gonna accept that, because in real time, in a real world, we have lots of big applications, right? If a company keep on changing the application after every 2 months, it's not feasible for them, and nobody will accept that. So don't worry, the coding that we write, the code that we write in Angular 2 or 4 or 5, that is almost same for every version, but features are added that we're gonna discuss. Okay, but you write a code in any of the version, that will work for you in all three. Okay, now let's come to the point that what is this SPA? What is this components? Okay, so let's take the example like this only. Just the example that I'm building one website. Okay, a web page. In that web page, generally what we have something common like header and footer. These are the common thing in every web page generally. And we have menu like home, about, contact, like that. Okay. So what we do when we click on the home, generally the content between this need to be changed. When we click on about, the content need to this should be changed. Similarly, when you just switching to different things, the content keep on changing in the different context. So what we do, we don't I say make a multiple pages. I don't want to reload my application again and again, because that will make my application slow. What we do generally, we make a small code of it. Let's say it's for contact, like that. Okay, what will happen when somebody click on the home button? No, okay, we will do one thing. We'll load the content of a home in this middle area. Okay, and this particular page, no, we call them as the layout page. Layout page. What happened? This particular page will keep on loading the content between this area. Okay, keep on loading in this layout page one by one. Okay, whatever content is there, that content keep on loading in this particular page area. Okay, similarly, when somebody click on about, what happened? The content of home goes and the content of about load. When somebody click on the contact, about goes from this area and contact goes here. So this is the single page application that we load only one page and we keep on loading the content between that page. What happened, like every page I need that JS and CSS, I have to call in every page that JS and the CSS. So we don't do like this. What we do, what all things are common, like I have multiple JS CSS I need to call, I will just call it one place, that is my layout page. In this particular area, just say all the CSS, JS, and whatever things I require, I will call here. Okay. In even HTML tag and all. In this that is what is called virtual DOM structure. Means you are not making the page from a scratch. You're just loading the content in that. Okay. This is how uh, the content got keep on loading. Okay. So one way is that. Okay. So this is what the content is. Now let's come to the point that what is this SPA? Now, this is what the Angular is all about. This is what the SP and this is a component-based structure. Now, first of all, this is very important that
We lost you.
everybody.
I think we lost your volume in between.
I just muted myself, Praveen.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. So this is what is all about the Angular. So I will ask one by one, each one of you. Are you guys clear with this structure because it's very important?
Yeah,
It's clear.
yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Praveen, it's clear.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ravi, it's clear.
Yeah.
Santosh, it's clear.
Yes.
Okay. Setu, it's clear.
I think I want to revisit the whole recording again to go through this. Maybe I did not understand that to that point. I
Uh-huh.
couldn't follow that.
Uh, why? Basically, why I don't understand why you not follow that.
Like I haven't worked with JavaScripts before. That's why.
No, I've not talked about anything about JavaScript. Just say a normal architecture of the Angular.
Okay.
Okay, this for the recording, but try to once just to be crisp that okay, this is what I don't understand. This for everyone. Okay, let's just be crisp that this is what you have not understand, so that I can repeat that particular thing.
So basically, I think even before also we in Angular one also we were creating these components, right?
But the in Angular one we have a complete directive based structure. Then we create a component.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
that is the directive based structure. That is not like
Okay,
the
here
structure that
it's
we
more modules, right? In Angular 2, it is
no
module.
module. No, in Angular 2 we don't have any modules. We don't have any root scope. We don't have any dollar scope. All those
Yeah,
things
yeah,
are not
those
there in
things are
Angular.
gone. Okay, okay, okay. So it's more about creating the composite objects and then the composite screens and then embedding them,
Right.
creating
Embed
composites.
that. Right. It's like a virtual DOM, or you can say a dynamic HTML.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So yeah, this is for Sidhu and everybody. Okay. When you are not clear with the thing, just let me know the particular thing that what you don't understand, so I can repeat it. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Let's move to the next part. So this is what the architecture of Angular, and this is how if somebody asks you what is Angular, this is how you have to explain somebody that this is what the Angular is. Now, if I go back to comparison, so basically in Angular, what happened? In Angular one earlier we happen, we just have one script tag. Okay, we include that script tag in the HTML, and that script tag will work for us. Okay, we don't have to just right click and just run like a normal HTML page. It worked for Angular. Okay, now basically in Angular it is not like that. Angular 2 you need a particular kind of a framework or a seed framework, or you can say seed. It is nothing. The word are very big, but it's nothing. Okay, so basically what happened? Actually, the content of Angular is not like that it directly load in a browser. You right click and load in a browser. Okay, it is something like that. You have to load the content using the server, and that is a Node.js. So the content in the web page load using the server. You don't load directly like you right click and load it. Okay, but you don't need to have any knowledge of Node.js for working on it. But whatever knowledge is required for Node.js, I want to give you that these are certain things that you need to require from the Node.js. Okay, but it's not very much. It's a big things that is required
So
in terms of Node.js.
the server doesn't need to be in Node.js, right? It can be anything. You can host it on
Yeah, you can host on Apache also or any other.
iOS as well.
Um, Come again?
iOS as well.
IES, you say the .NET server.
Yeah.
But you have to change lots of configurations for basically it is meant to be run over the Node.js. Okay. But it's not restricted to only work on Node.js. You can work on multiple servers, but you have to change the configuration and to check that configuration as well.
Okay.
Okay. Because it was designed for JavaScript.
Right. You can run
Okay.
JavaScript. Okay. Yeah. That makes
Okay.
sense.
But it will, you can package it, right? Like it will give you this thing to create the package and all that, right?
It will not create any kind of package actually. It's like a complete open application. It need a content to load through the server. Okay. So basically, I'm not even .NET developer, not a Java developer. Okay. So you can build a code, right? I can tell you that this is how it's working on the Node.js, but what we're gonna use. Then you have to see how gonna make a jar of that, or how you're gonna compile that to work over your IES or Apache or Tomcat
Yeah,
server.
I
But
think
it work.
yeah, it will. We can create a var, right? For Java, you can create a var out of the application and deploy it, right?
Yeah, that you have to look
Yeah,
very clearly saying. Okay, but yes, my many students who are there from a Java background, .NET background, they actually run that over Tomcat also or IES also. It works. It's not compulsory, but it's not recommended by Angular to run over those. It's always recommended to run over the Node.js only because of a compatibility issue. Because lots of packages which you're gonna
you mean
use might
Webpack?
not.
You mean run it on Webpack or like
Not a
what?
Webpack, simple Node.js server. I will
Not
just show you how.
okay.
Okay, we don't need any Webpack or Babel even. That's when we go in a React, then you need lots of things like Webpack and Babel. Generally, we don't need that. But in one application, we're going to use a Webpack. In one application, we directly do the native Node.js.
Okay. Because I thought like it comes packaged with Webpack, right? Angular.
No, it's not compulsory.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's not mandatory to use it, but
No, it's not mandatory at all.
yeah.
Okay. So cool. So it's not something like that. I right click and run over the browser. It will run. We have to load the contents to the server, and the preferred server is the Node.js because of the JavaScript. Because you want a server of a JavaScript and the code also in a JavaScript only. Now, basically, there are two way to what is a seed? Seed is nothing. Seed is like a starter file that is given by the Angular itself. Okay. So seed is like a starter file that will give you, like I say, one sort of a files like this. I'll show you. Okay, some files to you, like 10 files to you. You don't have to worry about these files because anywhere if you start Angular code, okay, you will get these files, and there are two way to get these files. Okay, one, I will provide you the link to download that particular file initially. Second, there's one thing called CLI. CLI, that stands for command line interface. CLI. Okay, you need to run the certain set of a command to generate that seed in your system. Okay, and over that seed you will build the application. It's not like you directly start from a scratch. Always we work with a some sort of a seed, and it is nothing. It's just like a starter file. Okay, you just open that starter file and write a code in that starter file. Okay, so we're gonna see both the things. We're gonna see CLI also, and directly we have to work in the simple format also. So both things we're gonna see how to get that seed for us. Now, something need to be installed in a system to work over this Angular. Okay, one thing, we must have a Node.js installed in a system. Node, I'll share the link of everything what need to be there in the system. One is Node.js. Second thing, we're going to use a text editor called Visual Studio Code. You can use any text editor, but the preferred is Visual Studio Code or WebStorm. WebStorm is paid, so we're going with the free version, that is the Visual Studio Code. It is not the Visual Studio that you guys use for the .NET. Okay, it is a Visual Studio Code that is different. I will share the link of each one of them. You must have a Git bash in your system if you have Windows system. If you have Linux or Mac, you might not get Git bash. Second thing, you should have one GitHub account, github.com account. These four things are required to work over the Angular. So initially what I will do is, today the complete task of mine is to get the Angular setup in all of your system, because if I leave it on you, you will be in a big trouble to set up that. So I will help everybody right now today in the class only to set up that Angular in your system, so that from tomorrow when we start writing a code, so the class will be in that way that we gonna build an application. Okay, in that application you guys will have two modules, yeah, from tomorrow itself. Yeah, so in one module I will write a code, okay, and that will call product module. Other module will order module, you will write the code on daily basis on that order module, which is similar to the product module. You just have to you can copy the data, you can copy the HTML, but you have to write a logic by yourself every day after the class on that particular module. So we're gonna make a parallelly two modules, in one by you, one by me. For doing that stuff, you need to have a Angular setup in your system, and you have to learn how to set up that Angular in your system. Now basically what happened, like, everywhere we have a lots of packages present. Okay, it's a open source, it's a open source language. Okay, so just suppose, like, okay, you feel someday that, okay, for changing the background color I have to write a lot of code. But what do you think is like that, okay, if I have this code already present with me, okay, then I can easily, I say, uh, do that thing very easily for me. Okay, so you can say that you have certain set of a code already written with you. Okay, you just need to call that code. Okay, and this is done by the packages. Okay, package are nothing. When you're a good developer in Java or something, you write some sort of a packages. Okay, and you upload that package over the website called npm.js. npm.js. npm.js is a website that contains all the information of packages. Initially, like, this website contains more than 10 lakh packages. You don't have to worry about all. Hardly you will use a 10 to 15 package for a particular project, like, because it contains a package for every JavaScript that is there. And you believe me or not, like, there are more than 150 JavaScripts right now in the market. Okay, but some of them are popular, but yes, there are more than 150 JavaScripts in the market. Okay, so just suppose that there is one package in Angular that stands for RxJS. This package is actually try to call the third-party API. Okay, for calling the third-party API, we use this package, and for getting it done, okay, you need to have a kind of a file which store all the information that, okay, what all packages my application is having and what all things my application need to have. Okay, now there is a one important file in a project, either you do Node, Angular, React, any JavaScript project on the modern languages. There is a one starter file that is always present. Okay, I will do one thing. I will create a one folder, say learn tech underscore Angular underscore February. I'll do one thing. Just give 1 second, please. I will create a folder called February. All three patches in one folder. Okay, fine. Later on, okay. Learn tech February. In this, I will get a one first folder, just a test. Okay, test folder. Now, in the test folder, there is a very important file in the system that stands for package.json. Okay, one important file system that stands for package.json. Not JSON. This package.json file that contain all the information which I'm talking about right now. So every project must have this particular file with us. Now I'll tell you how to create that particular file. You might not have to create this in Angular, but what happened, like when you go for interview or something else, people will ask you, there's one called one file called package.json. Do you know how to make that? So in, like I say, 50% people are not aware of how to make that packet.json, but they know they know Angular, they build the application, but they're not aware of this packet.json. So you must be aware of this file. Once the Node.js installed in a system, okay, and git bash is there, or you can use a command line also, or you can use a terminal. I'll just right click and say git bash here and write one simple command, npm space init. When I write npm space init, what happen? No, uh, this will pop up some question for me. Okay, this will pop up some question for me. Now those questions are like, what is the project name? Okay, what is the project version, like that. And the project name, just suppose I give like a node. Don't give a node like a name like this, node or Angular. Okay, just say, I say dummy. Okay, my project name is dummy. Now it will ask you what kind of version you're using. What is the version of project? I say the version of project is same. I just hit enter. It asks me what is the description. I say this is dummy app. You can say anything here. You can change it later on also. Okay. It asks me entry point. I say index.json entry point. I just hit enter. It asks me what a test command. I just leave it blank. It asks me what is the Git repository associated with that. I don't have any Git repository as of now. I just hit enter. It asks me what is the keywords. I just say Angular node, like that. It asks me who is the author. I say LearnTech is the author of this. Okay. Uh, and it asks me license. I don't have any license. I hit enter, and at the end I say yes. See, as soon as I click on the yes, one file got created that stands for package.json. Now this package.json will contain all the information that we have feed right now, but you can change this information anytime. Okay. Now how to deal with the packages? So for dealing with the package, you have to write npm space install. Npm stands for node package manager. Npm space installed minus minus save, and then you give the name of the package. Suppose I want to deal rxjs. I write simply rxjs. What happened? So developers that made the package called rxjs, it actually going to that repository. Okay, it will download that particular package content of the code from there and put in your folder. This is what this line is doing for you. And once you do that, this particular command, okay, one new folder got created called node module folder automatically. This node module folder contain all the packages which are right now available. Okay, one thing is that this node module folder create only once. Just suppose if I have 15 packages installing one by one, when I install a first package, that at that time only it get this node module folder. Later on, when I install a second package, what it do, it automatically put that package in node module folder. It will not create any new node module folder. See, in that node module folder, this package got installed. And if you go to your file called package.json, one thing called dependency got added as a rxjs. So somebody coming to your when you have lots of packages, you get a new project. Okay, what happened in the company, generally people will pass you the code. Okay, and they don't pass a node module folder because node module folder is the most heavy folder in our application, and we don't transfer that node module folder. Instead of that, we have transferred this package.json. Then what happened, the first command that you will write when you get a project is npm space install. That's it. What happened, it automatically go to the package.json and read all the install minus minus save and the package name. This is how we manage the dependencies this is the what the package.json file is, and it's the most important file in the system. Okay. Now, those.
Just a question here. Sorry. So,
Okay, go ahead.
why did you give like dash dash save? What if you don't give?
Uh, okay, I will answer this query. And I will read the question. Like, just say I have a doubt. Just say, just write anything. Sorry, I come to know that you guys have a doubt, and I will ask one by one. Okay. So Suresh, your doubt. So you're asking if I don't write minus minus say what's gonna happen, right?
Yes.
So basically, if you have a node version before than 8, okay, at that time, if you don't write minus minus save, it will not add as a dependency in your package.json. Okay,
Oh,
but if you companies have older versions, so I'm going with that version only. But the only difference is that with the minus minus save and without minus minus save, if it's not a minus minus save, okay, it will not add as a dependency in my package.json if the node version is older than the 8. Okay,
okay.
and if the node version is higher than the 8, it will I say add dependency by default.
Okay. And now
Okay.
one more question is in the
Package. Okay, if I install one package, no, they have the other dependent package on that.
okay.
Okay, so you hardly install 5 to 10 packages, but when you see node folder, it contains 50 packages.
Okay.
So the packages have own dependence on different packages. So they by default they install all the packages in the system.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So anyone any doubt apart from Suresh? Just ping. Your doubts are always welcome. Whatever doubt you have, ask me a number of times. Once I complete the topic and I say ask your doubt, you are welcome to ask your doubts, any a number of doubts. Not a problem for me at all. I will repeat the things again if you're not clear with any of the topic. Okay. So now guys, anybody any doubt, just ping me please. Okay, the Balaji is saying I'm in a 30-minute class. Hope you're going to share the recording. Yes, Balaji, the recording will. No one have any doubt? But okay, I've just moved going that part only, Balaji. How to do triangular? Sure. So I think nobody have any doubt apart from that. Cool. Now let's start installing the Angular in every one of your system, and I will make sure that everyone Angular is working. After that, your call that how much practice you do, because this is for first call.